So, Paolo, your third Six Nations at just the age of 21. How much are you enjoying your time in Italy and being the main man at number 10?
Yeah, I'm enjoying the Six Nations, even if as we know for Italy, like it's quite a tough time, and I think Six Nations is the biggest tournament in the world rugby, only after World Cup probably. So yeah, it's a big tournament, and I'm really enjoying the crowd, because I've always played without the crowd in the stands. So this is very cool, and I'm really enjoying it. And but yeah, we didn't come out with good results so far, so that's quite frustrating. But as I said, it's always good and to play the Six Nations.
Yeah, you say there the crowd against England. Was that the first time you played with a crowd? Give us a sense of what that was like for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we played in Paris in front of 65,000, even more people, and it was absolutely unreal for me. Even when we played the Aviva, it was full. It was 51,000. So yeah, it was massive change for me, because I was used to like top 14 games in France, where you get like 15 to 25,000 people, and when you get in the Six Nations, when you get more than 60,000 people, is quite different, and is very nice, to be honest. It's very funny.
Yeah, you mentioned there the results haven't gone your way. Three defeats in a row. I probably asked you this last year. Where's this Italian team at and different things? But is the mood still as high as it can be? Is the confidence still there, Paolo?
We try to honestly, we try every week to face the week with a lot of energy. We try to keep our confidence high, and of course we try to prepare the matches the best way that we can. So of course it's difficult, especially mentally, and because Six Nations is a brutal tournament, and all your limits are exposed a lot, and whenever you do like even a little mistakes, it can cost you a lot. So we need to get better, but we try to face every week with the confidence and the energy, and also the focus and that is required in the Six Nations.
But you couldn't have predicted, that match against Ireland down to 13, and you were actually in the scrum at the end of it. Have you ever done that before, Paolo?
No, no, no. That was the first time for me. It was even if it was like uncontested scrum, I didn't know what to do, like with my knees, with my legs. So was a crazy situation. We ended the game with only 12 plays, I think, for the last 6 or 7 minutes.
Yeah.
It was yeah, not very good situation for us. And I found myself like in a washing machine.
Was there a part of that, when you were in the scrum being like, I'm in Dublin in front of 60,000 people. I'm at the side of a scrum playing as a flanker. I'm a number 10. I actually don't know what's going on.
Absolutely. But of course it's quite frustrating, but it's difficult. It's tough when it comes, but you need to adapt the best way you can. And yeah, but definitely was the biggest challenge I've ever faced as a rugby player so far.
I suppose the most frustrating thing was the first 15 minutes against Ireland. You were very, very good. You won turnovers or breakdown. You defended very well, and then it all just imploded.
Yeah. I think our like we started the game not that bad against Ireland, and we were close. We were close to with the on the scoreboard, because I think they were leading 7-3 or something. And but yeah, of course, when we got the red card, and also when we had to take another play off. Of course, that penalized us a lot, and it was very difficult, even 15 against 15, and you can imagine 2 men down, and we we tried to do the best, but especially Ireland is probably one of the best teams in the world right now. So that was pretty tough at the end.
Yeah, it was. But moving on, Scotland this weekend. Maybe I know they lost at the weekend. They've had a couple of defeats. Paolo, a good time to play them is the mood in the camp to go and obviously try and beat them like you always would. Try and win every international game you can.
Yeah, of course. I think we are preparing the match well, and Scotland is. I think Scotland lost last 2 games, but they're still a very good team, full of like very good players, very talented. So again, it's going to be a massive game for us, and it's going to be a tough one, but I hope that we can do something great.
And since moving yourself to Montpellier, how are you enjoying that challenge? Playing it's with better players, if you don't mind me saying that, at Montpellier compared to playing rugby in Italy. You know, do you feel that pressure, expectation, and sort of is that improving your game? Do you feel?
I think it is. Honestly, I'm really enjoying my experience in Montpellier so far. Everything was very nice since the beginning. To be honest, people were amazing, very welcoming with me, and the city is very beautiful. The weather is beautiful as well. So, like everything is well set in Montpellier, and this allowed me to settle really well, and which I'm really happy of. And of course, there are lots of expectation when you play in a big team who try to achieve big stages and trophies as well. So I think this is very challenging, especially for a young boy, and especially when he's doing the first experience abroad. But I think I'm enjoying it, and I had tough times in Montpellier, but yeah, I'm really happy, and especially because the season is going very good so far.
Great stuff. And just if we look at tactics against England, okay, it didn't come off, but I noticed that you kicked a lot in behind and you actually created chances from that. You obviously thought that was an area you could look to benefit from, and you did, but maybe the last pass went to ground. Is that something you maybe will look to do against Scotland?
Now we'll see. I mean, I think these are good options, even because we know the defense are very strong on the first line, and now they have at least 2 people covering the back of the field, especially now that there's the 50-22 rule. So I think those space in between the first line and the people at the back of the field, I think those spaces are quite good to take. And so yeah, I think these could be good options, even to create and to try something different when, for example, when you're not going anywhere, when you don't have momentum, etc. Instead of maybe like kick it long and just give the ball to them, an easy catch. If you can take those spaces just behind, that could be good for your team.
Yeah, and even at just 21, you mentioned earlier you're only so young. Do you feel as a number 10, Paolo, do you feel extra pressure, or as the games go on, do you feel less pressure and more just try and enjoy it and do the best you can?
Yeah, of course, I feel a bit of pressure, to be honest. But like I'm very demanding with myself, and so there's no one who can put pressure on me more than what I already do with myself. So yeah, I still try of course, I still try to enjoy it because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's just a game. So yeah, of course, I feel the pressure, but the most pressure comes from myself already. So yeah, I try to do the best that I can, but it's something that is that disappears when I'm playing. So it maybe like, of course, I feel a bit the pressure, like maybe before the games, etc., during the week as well a bit. But then once the game comes, I'm only focused on my job on the pitch.
Yeah. And what has your experience like been under Kieran Crowley, the coach? Is he a taskmaster? Does he expect, big things, a lot of pressure on you guys, to get better and better? Or what's he like to work with? I know you've worked with him at club as well.
Yeah, I mean, I like to work with Kieran, especially because he gave me the opportunity last season to do my debut in the pros. So of course I have to thank him for that. But then he's a very chill guy. He never screams. He never lose control, etc. But anyway, he's very demanding as well. So of course he is, and I think he has to be like that. But is very, I think it's very challenging to play under Kieran because he gives you the opportunity to express yourself the best you can. Yes, of course, we have like a game plan and our structures, etc. But the most important thing for him is how you can express the best of your rugby within our structures, within our game plan, etc. So I really like that from his side.
That's great. He gives you the freedom. And finally, from me, what would it mean to you to beat Scotland and win a game in the Six Nations again, Paolo?
I got asked this question before England as well, and yeah, that would be my best day of my life, to be honest. And that would be absolutely yeah, crazy. I don't know, probably I'd cry, or I don't know, but I think I would be too happy to put this into words. So yeah, I'm still waiting for my first win in the Six Nations, and the day that win will come, that will be the best day of my life as well, 100%. And I hope it's coming this week, this weekend.
So do I, Paolo. I hope to see tears in your eyes, tears of joy. Thanks very much.
Yeah,
for
I hope as well.